Elite Eight. Meanwhile, as we told you at the top of the show, Indiana has named Mike Woodson as its new head basketball coach. Deep Indiana ties, born in Indianapolis, played for Bobby Knight in the late 70s and early 80s. A guy who scored over 2,000 points in his Indiana career, but has spent the past quarter century coaching exclusively in the NBA. More on this developing news from our good friend Mike DeCourcy. Mike, I was surprised to hear the name Mike Woodson because I had been focused on other current or past head coaches in college basketball, but you weren't all that surprised to hear the name Mike Woodson. Why?
I had heard the possibility of Mike being somebody that they would look at. He has extensive experience in the NBA. Obviously, he has not been a part of the college game for a very long time. He has nothing to learn at all about coaching basketball. He's been doing it at a very successful rate for more than 3 decades. So that's not an issue for him. He will have to learn, however, how to coach college. And that involves a lot of different elements that don't happen to an NBA coach. An NBA coach, it's X's and O's. It's making sure the players understand their roles and get along and that sort of thing. But in college, there are a lot of extraneous elements that go into it. Maybe coaching is about 35% of it, the X's and O's and on-the-floor stuff. From there, there's a lot more to it.
Mike, how much do you think Juwan Howard's recent success at Michigan could have influenced this decision? A famous alum going from the NBA and having such great success at his alma mater?
I think it was huge. If you look at the track record over the last 20 years or so, maybe 25, of NBA people with limited to no college backgrounds going back to coach college directly, it's not good. Fred Hoiberg was a terrific success at Iowa State, and he's now at Nebraska in the Big Ten. But there weren't very many other successes. Chris Mullen, it didn't go great at St. John's. Mike Dunleavy down at Tulane was a failure. Bob Hill back in the day at Fordham, and Clyde Drexler. So all of that was one of the reasons why when Juwan took the job, there were questions. Would it work? And it's been spectacular. Elite Eight now, National Coach of the Year for Sporting News. He's been a spectacular success. And so I think Indiana felt like they could make it work if they covered the bases that both Iowa State and Michigan covered by making sure there were people with the experience who had coached in college, who had run programs, to get Mike through that part.
Great stuff, as always, from our good friend Mike DeCourcy. No one offers better insight on the sport of college basketball. Now, in a fascinating twist to the Woodson hire, Indiana also announced the hiring of former Ohio State head coach Thad Matta as Associate Athletic Director for men's basketball. No clear picture quite yet of exactly what Matta's job will entail. Answers likely to come Monday during Woodson's introductory press conference, which you can see right here.